Treasury is strengthening its oversight role over the Public Investment Corporation. This will be done through the shareholder compact between the Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana and the PIC. That's according to a written reply to parliamentary questions by Godongwana. The compact allows for such mechanisms as independent audits. Treasury will also continue to enforce existing regulatory frameworks, which include the Public Finance Management Act. The PIC has more than 3 trillion rand in assets under management and manages the funds of the Government Employees Pension Fund, the Unemployment Insurance Fund, and the Compensation Fund, among others. South32 is offloading its Cerro Matoso nickel mine, and that's in a deal worth up to $100 million. The move follows a strategic review in response to structural changes in the nickel market. CEO Graham Kerr says the disposal will further streamline South32's portfolio toward higher margin businesses in minerals and metals, which are critical to the world's energy transition. Primary Health Properties has reported higher earnings at the halfway stage of its financial year. That's as the UK-based group benefited from rental growth across its portfolio, a value-accretive acquisition in Ireland, and valuation gains. For the 6 months ended June, adjusted earnings per share rose 2.3%. Alongside the numbers, the group also provided an update on its bid for Assura. The company says over 99% of its voting shareholders have given the proposed tie-up the green light. Assura is currently evaluating PHP's offer. CEO Mark Davies believes the combined group will offer a powerful platform with greater scale, enhanced income and valuation growth potential, and a lower cost of capital. Old Mutual's appointed a CEO for its newly configured life and savings segment. It says Prabhashini Mudli, currently MD of Old Mutual Corporate, will take up that position in August. The life and savings segment will consist of 4 business units. These include personal finance, Old Mutual Wealth Management, Old Mutual Corporate, and the Mass and Foundation cluster. Old Mutual expects this segment to enable more effective delivery to customers and intermediaries in South Africa. In international company news, Shell expects quarterly earnings to be hit by weaker trading in its integrated gas division and losses at its chemicals and products operations. The second quarter results are due on July the 31st, and here's more detail in this package report.
Shell says it expects quarterly earnings to be hit by weaker trading in its integrated gas division and losses at its chemicals and products operations. It gave the outlook ahead of second quarter results due later this month. The energy group's chemicals business suffered unplanned maintenance at a plant in the US, while it said trading in its chemicals and products business was significantly lower than the first quarter. Shell shares were down just under 3% in morning trade, against a 1.4% decline in the wider European energy sector. The company has previously said it wanted to explore strategic and partnership opportunities for its chemicals assets in the US and might close some chemicals businesses in Europe. In its oil-focused upstream division, Shell raised the lower end of its guided output. The business expects to record a $200 million exploration write-off, it said, without providing further detail.
Meanwhile, Tesla shares fell over 3% at some point, over 7% on Monday after pressure from investor concerns about the focus of boss Elon Musk after he announced he would form a new U.S. political party, marking a new escalation in his feud with President Donald Trump. Here's more detail.
Tesla shares fell nearly 7% in pre-market trading on Monday. Investors sold off after CEO Elon Musk announced he would form a new US political party. It raised their concerns about his commitment to the electric vehicle maker's future. Musk unveiled the America First Party on Saturday, which marked the latest escalation in his recent feud with President Donald Trump. It also comes shortly after Tesla posted a second straight drop in deliveries. The update further worried investors who've watched the stock fall more than a fifth this year. Trump and Musk's relationship erupted into an all-out social media brawl in early June over the president's tax bill. Trump threatened to cut Musk's government contracts and subsidies. Musk spent nearly $300 million supporting Trump and other Republicans last year. But he said in May he would scale back political spending and remain Tesla CEO for another 5 years. One analyst said investors cheered Musk's step back from frontline politics, but they added they're now worried he's going to get sucked back in and take his eyes off the automaker. On Sunday, Trump called Musk's plans to form the America Party ridiculous. Tensions with Trump, struggling sales and an aging vehicle lineup have weighed heavily on Tesla's stock.